misunderstanding what you guys. All right, let's see who wants to come over from the premiere. I'm going to send it now. We're waiting for OMC's room to get a little filled up, guys, as we end the For Public Safety premiere, which I had to do on my phone. We are out and about today. What's up, Gravy?
Hey, Gravy.
Everybody come on over. Angel, nice to see you. If there's any mods still over on the For Public Safety premiere, drop Tiff's link. Let's get this rolling.
Hey,
there they come. Look at that, Cliff with another 20.
You.
Cliff, brother, thank you so much, man. You are amazing. That is such a huge help right now. And let me turn this off. So how did everybody like the premiere over there? One in the chat if you thought it was great. 2 if you thought it could use some work.
3 if you missed FBS's normal excitement and should we say?
Diligence. I think I was pretty diligent with them. I just wasn't, I didn't break nothing off on them over there. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to, I always give everybody a chance is what I try to do. I try to always give everybody an opportunity. Sorry, I'm gonna shift this a little bit for her. We broke my my phone holder today, so
we did not. He did.
The sunshine did it. And I keep reaching for it, and it's not there. Every time we stop, I reach up and try to grab my phone, and it's down here in the console. All right, so you got what, 30, 25 people in here? I wonder if we can get a few more. We've got a big update to share with you over here. Now we're at 33. Let's see if we can get it up to 50 here, because this information is super important for everyone to get involved in. And hopefully this one doesn't start crying in the middle of this. Cliff, man, thank you.
Thank you.
What did he say? Read out what he said.
Let me go. How do you do it?
Let me just scroll back.
Okay.
And touch it and see what it says there. You read that out loud. I can't see. I got bad eyes. After months of watching,
I am now a supporter and believe in what you are doing.
Oh, and it's showing, Cliff. Thank you. And we try not to ever ask for monetary, for funding. We try to do everything on our own dime as best as we can. But Cliff, you'll understand how big of a deal that is, man. You're coming through like the savior at this point when you hear the reason why. Go ahead and make Prairie a mod. We're gonna make you a mod, Prairie. How's that sound?
Let me
just
scroll
touch
back.
the screen. No, scroll. He's the last one to talk. And then touch his name and then add, scroll up, add as moderator and then standard. Welcome to the official MissConduct mod team, Prairie. Thank you. We appreciate the help.
Hey, Cajun.
All right, so we got 40. You want to drop the news? If everybody's ready for the news, put a 1 in the chat. If you want to wait until we get to 50, put a 2 in the chat.
And then I was going to have them vote on what they thought, what their opinion would be.
I would. I mean, I want to hear their opinions. I want everybody's opinion in here. I think you just, wow, that's flying. I think you just missed another donation.
Keep up.
Nobody wants to wait. Right there. What is that?
11111. Let's see. Oh, hang on.
No, cancel. I'm not sure what that was. Well, first of all, thank you to each and every one of you for supporting official MissConduct through these hard times. Cliff with another 20. Holy crap, man.
Thank you, guys.
Holy crap. Thank you. Thank you. She really needs it right now. I was going to say this in my premiere. If I had been live, I would have said this. Here comes the news, since you voted for it. Tiffany is officially terminated from her employment. It happened this morning, and it was all based on the reason she was terminated is because my video. Her employer, her human resource director, determined the disciplinary action. Tiffany is official MissConduct. They chose to terminate her employment because she was in the chat of the video of the security officer, the video that I did of the security versus police officers. It's a guy that got a job where she was already working. His name's Derek Crawford, that pig son of a bitch. And he got his panties in a bunch. And I would say it's probably because he's doing something dirty. I guarantee it's because I know it's because he's doing something dirty, and we'll be outing that.
That's the only time anyone ever has a problem with something that we publish is when they are guilty of doing something they don't want the public to find out about.
But in this case, we actually know what it is. We know some of it.
Yeah.
We know some of the things, and it's about to get blasted all over every bit of media, including mainstream more than likely. Because when the thing comes out that she has not been taking action on, people are going to be pissed. They're going to be really concerned. They're going to be very pissed. And it does not make any lawful sense. And there are victims all over the place. She's going to whistleblow. That's what they just did to themselves. They just bought themselves a whistleblower. So you guys are going to be, whoever's following, you stick along with us. You're going to be getting some damn crazy news pretty soon. Because
hopefully I'm the most expensive whistleblower they've ever had.
Might be. Yep. And we are not saying the name of the corporation yet, but we will go ahead and say this. It is a huge corporation where the majority of you could potentially be the victim on a regular basis. The thing that's been happening at this corporation is something that could affect each and every single human being who eats food. Let's put it that way. If you eat food, you could potentially have already been or are going to be a victim of what this thing is. Cliff, man, you don't have to keep doing that, buddy. Don't go broke trying to pay for us. Thank you. But you guys, the news is going to be huge, and I wish we could share it right now. I wish we could. We will, as soon as we got everything, all of our ducks in a row, all of our T's, all of our I's, as soon as we have that done, just to make sure, because we don't want any more retaliation. We can't handle more damage. So we have to make sure we cover our bases first, then we publish the news. But it's coming.
We keep on saying we can't handle any more damage, but whenever we're forced to make a decision between what's right and what is going to be the best outcome for everyone, we take damage.
We go ahead and take it. It's kind of like taking arrests or whatever. But each and every time we do that, it's the same shock factor and damage factor as like wrecking your car, like totaling your car, or just something going wrong that you have to deal with and you don't want to and you're not ready to. That's what this is like. It's hard, but your civil rights to us are worth it. If we can keep one person from becoming another victim to the extent in which we became victims in the beginning, we'll sacrifice everything we've got.
We'll happily do it.
Because we know we got you guys behind us. People like Cliff. People, and not just the people that give money, but the people that hit the like button.
Kevin, Gravy, Lenny.
The people that hit the like button, and the people that show up in these chats, and the people that support us. Because these channels of ours are the thing that is absolutely the safety net. I promise it's you all. You all are the reason we can keep going. That is a fact. And your power, your collective power, has been very noticed by everybody in government that we come in contact with. They know you're watching, and they are really worried about your thoughts on these situations. We had a meeting with the prosecutor today in Hardin County. That's going to be a video coming up.
That's the one I had fun with today.
Tell them a little bit. Turn it more towards you and off my guts.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you do it because I couldn't really.
Guys, this is official MissConduct's channel. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to hear her tell you what she did today. 2 in the chat if you want me to tell you.
I don't know what my Cash App is. I think it's just official MissConduct with that little.
If you got a mod in here that's had it before, they'll post it up.
I'm having trouble. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are
Joe.
flying in chat. Thank you for that. So a lot of ones, they want you to tell them, Tiff. By the way, if you don't know, Tiffany, or I call her Tiff, is official misconduct. just in case there's new people in here. And if you're new in here, go ahead and sub. We do these channels together, you know, and we publish a lot on this channel that we do not publish on mine, and vice versa.
We try to keep it different. That way, you know, nobody has to choose between one channel or the other. They get different content from both, or at least a different perspective.
And you're not watching the same things twice, you know.
So,
they want you to tell them what you did with the prosecutor. Turn that camera on your pretty face.
No. So last night, I stayed up with Chris until what, about 2 a.m. this morning, and I had to get up at 7, you know, to be at...
I fell asleep, actually, while she continued.
But I had to be at my former employer's office. That way they could fire me today. So I had to be up at 7. And we found some insanely case-changing facts in Chris's case from Kentucky.
My Hardin County arrest.
Yes. So we went, Chris wanted to go and talk to the prosecutor and see if we could, you know, sort of talk this thing out like adults instead of having to go to court and argue in front of a judge like children.
Let me jump in real quick.
Go ahead.
All the stuff we found together last night that's wrong with this case, it was stupid. It would be stupid for the prosecutor not to go, okay, we're going to dismiss this. It's way more than you guys and we thought. It's way more. Tiffany found so much more. Give them a little bit. Go ahead. We can't tell you all of it, guys, because it's going to be our argument for court in one that we haven't started with yet, the civil case, right? So we got to be careful not to oust too much of that information, but I'll let her tell you some of the things we've already ousted that was wrong with this arrest case. So go ahead and tell them what we've already shared.
So one of the things is in Kentucky, the way that they write out a citation is it starts with 2 digits for the year, and then it's the control number, sorry, and then there's a number after it, which is whichever line the citation was wrote on. So 1, 2, 3, what have you.
It's like a report number.
Right.
But what she learned is that the first 2 numbers are the year. So in other words, the citation from the original charge, which was over a joint, right? Mm-hmm. She learned the year that charge occurred, and it was in
1988.
88. Not 98. 88. It was in 1988 when the original citation was formed. So, guys, how was it 10 years later when they even allegedly charged someone when the citation is from 1988?
Yep.
That's one more thing about the case. Just one more thing.
Because the prosecutor has 1 year for a misdemeanor case.
They have to charge within a year. In other words, if they find that you have violated a misdemeanor, which in this case literally was in 1988, then by 1989, they would have already had to charge. So it is fucking fake. It's fake. Something is not right anyway. That's what we know for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I believe it's fake, but that's my belief. Now, otherwise, maybe some dumbass cop grabbed the citations from 10 years earlier. I don't know. Because the prosecutor keeps saying, maybe this, maybe that.
Everybody wants to know about how old would you have been?
Oh, in 88? I was still in school. I was born in 77. So, well, I've been 11. I'd have been smoking doobies at 11 years old, right?
Well, wow. I was going to say that he was still trick-or-treating. Whatever.
Did I do the math right? Yeah, 11 years old.
Well, yeah, 11, but, I mean, I was still trick-or-treating at 11, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't... Okay.
Yeah, the only thing I was doing at 11 was maybe candy cigarettes, you know. But anyway, no, so they're saying, Cliff, again, brother, thank you so much. It's just awesome. It's kind of hitting here, buddy. you're keeping her, you guys right now are keeping her. She's been on and off crying all day every time she goes.
You're not supposed to. No, you're not supposed to tell them that.
To talk to one of her former teammates, the guys that were showing gratitude for what she does as an activist and worked with her. In other words, off-duty police officers were showing that they were very interested and supportive. Rogue Nation in the house, thank you, brother. They were showing support for her channel and were proud of her as both an activist and as their kind of mentor as loss prevention. Her position was a higher up for corporate in loss prevention for a place that I can't say the name of yet. I will tell you, we let them know there'd be legal action coming today. We let them know for sure. We formalized complaints. We're sending it certified.
And I definitely got to vocalize my opinion on the situation to the HR that terminated me today. And I don't think that she appreciated it very much.
That recording will be coming out eventually.
But it felt great.
They didn't know that she was recording either. They were like saying to her, you can't record this, you can't record this, but you guys know this one. Who would we be if we didn't record it?
Right.
You know? Who would we be? We wouldn't be who we are, that's for sure. So they didn't know her very well when they said, don't record this. So she recorded it, and damn good thing she did, because she has absolute proof that they violated the shit out of the law in what they did. And their reason for terminating her, once again, was for being in my chat room on one of my videos, for being there.
They said that it was too coincidental. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much for that support, guys. It's going to come in real handy because this one ain't got no income for a minute now.
Yeah, and I have to appeal my unemployment. Of course, they denied me today. But anyway.
We'll fight that.
Where was I going?
You said that they said it was coincidental that you were in my chat room?
Yes, coincidental that an officer files a complaint that I disclosed his personal information. And I was also in the chat.
So they're saying those two things together gave them cause to believe that she was responsible for my video. You quit showing my gut.
I'm sorry. I'm terrible at holding this because I get distracted.
So that's what they're saying. They're alleging that she shared all the information that I needed for that video. Well, the truth is, it was all online. Every bit of it. She didn't even give me anything. They kept saying in her meeting that it was a business card that she had given me. I don't have his business card. I've never seen one of his. I didn't even know the son of a bitch had business cards. I would have promoted it if he had a business card, because I would have thought, at least if the dude's passing. Oh my gosh, say 10.
Say 10.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
If the dude had been handing out business cards, I would have thought that shows maybe legitimacy, right? Because that would make me think maybe it is a legitimate operating, functioning security company, LLC, in the state. Because I'm a business owner in this state. And I'm telling you guys right now, I really fully understand what all is required to run a business in the state of Indiana.
Dave,
thank you so much, Dave. Man, go through those people again and tell them thanks again.
I will, just before you want to
go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Go through.
How do you do it?
All these donations, man.
How do you do it?
Dave, just say their names out loud. Dave, thank you so much. Say 10. And of course, we're going to have Cliff up there. And Tony. And I think, no, don't hit the X. Oh. and Cliff. You guys, thank you all so much.
I think I got everybody. I was afraid to exit out of it.
If we have any mods in here that has Tiffany's PayPal link, that would probably be the most productive way to support her during this time. We're not asking for funding, though. We're not asking for it at all. I'm just saying YouTube gets a big chunk of these that go up here, and that's great because her channel needs to grow. So that helps both ways. But I think the PayPal ones, we're going to have to do something to get her until she starts getting her unemployment at least, and that's only going to be half of her actual what she's supposed to be earning. We will make up for it. We'll make up for it with the channel.
Hey, Cliff, can you comment again? That way I can throw you a wrench. Thank you, Gravy.
But that's what they were saying, guys, is that she gave me a business card, and she did not.
Well, let me say about that business card, I can promise you that there is no way in hell I would have kept it because it was a black card with a thin blue line all the way across it. Absolutely fucking not. No thanks.
We don't care for that thin blue line on shit.
No, I would not tote that thing around with me.
But it wasn't, I never saw it. I never even saw it. So even if I had, guys, put a 1 in the chat if you think a business card is something that's handed to the public. Put a 2 in the chat if you think people get business cards to keep to themselves, to keep from people finding them. 1 in the chat if you think business cards get handed to the public. Let's see what everybody says. Okay.
Angel. 1.
Yeah. I mean, you can go against me. 2 in the chat if you think business cards don't get handed to the public. It's pretty obvious to me. I mean,
I think the question should have been is how many of you would put your private information on a business card?
well, everyone, because
No, private, like.
well, there was no private information. So when I looked at this son of a bitch's job up, when I looked him up on his LLC online, not only was his phone number completely accessible as the business, and it wasn't on his website. A lot of you have gone to his website and seen that. It's not there. But his name, under his name, you can find his phone number all over the internet, all kinds of different places, which is the way to get it, okay? I'm not telling anybody to call it dude's cell phone at all. I don't want you to call his cell phone, and I'm actually saying that. I don't want you to call his cell phone.
And that's legit, like...
Yeah, I'm legitimately saying that. And if you did call about him, I would say that under your First Amendment, his agency is responsible for him, which is Clarksville City, Indiana Police Department.
Absolutely.
And in the end of this live, in the regular video comments, she will be posting a link to their Facebook and as well as to their business, to Clarksville, Indiana Police Department.
It's the city and the chief's responsibility to keep their squirrels under control.
And that's where your First Amendment fully applies, because you can contact your government you have a right to petition and redress all day long to the government. You could get in trouble for harassment for calling somebody's personal number, even if they are a business. Like, I'm a business, and my phone number, it's published for my business. I have separate lines, but it's still a cell phone I carry, and the damn thing would ring when someone called my business. So I could technically say a person is harassing me through my business number, if that were the case. You adding another mod?
Cliff.
Who you adding?
Cliff,
welcome to the official MissConduct mod team. Thank you for all the things you've done. All of you, thank you all. We can't make you all mods, but...
well, actually, I did do that at the very beginning. Everyone that, came in...
The OGs have wrenches in this room.
The OGs have wrenches.
Yep. And there will be more wrenches given away, of course, as she grows. We don't want to give too many wrenches before otherwise everybody will have a wrench and it could get crazy. 1 in the chat if you would like for Tiffany to quit holding the phone on my big fat gut.
Lord, I'm struggling here.
It looks even bigger the way I'm sitting.
Rockport rides, thank you so much.
Rockport, thank you. You guys are really making a huge difference. You have no idea, because she don't have another paycheck coming after the one she just got.
Well, I demanded my vacation today.
But it was only like half a week. That was all she had there. She'd already used a few because she didn't expect to be wrongfully terminated.
Thank you.
And yes, we'll find her PayPal.
You want me to pull a shirt up?
No, don't. I got a hernia, and the way I'm sitting, this thing is really pushed out. But this is her fault, guys. She feeds me junk food.
No.
I was fairly thin.
He makes his own choices. He's a grown-ass adult.
You can still see muscles in my abs when I met her. I promise. That's how I got her. She saw that beer can, or that 6-pack.
Be lying. It was all that mafia money.
Oh yeah, the mafia money. Oh, the big drug mafia money that the Clark County Police thought we had. So,
hey.
Okay, so who wants to hear a little bit more from Official MissConduct about my case in Hardin County that she found? Put a 1 in the chat if you want to hear a little bit more about that case. We got a few more things we can give out about it. and see if, you know, a lot of people do want to hear it. I'm betting. Yeah. You might want to tell them another.
Let me see.
Think of one of the other aspects. There's so many of them, guys. She has to choose. Don't do one that we haven't already ousted, though, okay? Because they'll see this. They will be watching. Heather Holt's got your Cash App. Heather, could you post her? I don't know what it's
Here,
called. Cash
hold
App.
this for just
PayPal.
a second. Let me get my papers. Yours.
It's somewhere. I think. And thank you, Melissa. We're on OMC's channel. I want to try to get her Cash App up here. There it is. People got it. All right. Thank you guys so much, because she lost her job today. She got fired because a police officer lied to her boss and alleged that because she was in the chat of my video, that they alleged that she was giving his private information to me. But if you all watch that video, you'll see I did not publish any private information at all.
Oh, did you see that he was trying to keep these today?
Yeah, they were trying to keep our court records. We filed another motion in my case today is what we did. Another motion to dismiss based on probably 3 times the amount of evidence that would suggest that this case, and I can't let you guys see it, she's holding it, but suggests that the case is manufactured, probably. At very least, every single piece of it is wrong. Every single piece. Like, imagine each person has a duty during the process of, yeah, Lou's gonna love that. Imagine every person has this little piece of their job to put into one case file. From the police officer to what would be next? The probation officer, the judge, the prosecutor, the clerks, all of them have their one little piece of the puzzle. Every single one of those pieces have a huge discrepancy. Every one of them. She was up till 3 o'clock in the morning.
It was 2. No.
Finding
no,
them.
It was 3. Yeah, it was 3.
I fell asleep at like 1:30 and she was still going. She woke me up this morning and goes, I found even more.
I was proud of myself.
Yeah.
It's stuff that I believe everyone has completely overlooked, either intentionally or because they just didn't know to look for it.
I guess I thought since the main things like about identification were screwed up that would be enough, but you guys have seen the prosecutors have still been arguing it for some reason, all the way to the point where they've already showed their hand that all they have is pulling in 2 people from 25 years ago. Now, I will tell you guys this. What we did learn today at the prosecutor, I'm going to turn it over to Tiffany here in just a second. What we did learn by the prosecutor is his intention at this point in time. He has found a way to contact the original police officer who was just a single striper on the beat for the very first citation in 1998. We know now that citation came from 1988. So was it even his case? Big question mark, right? Because this dude wasn't even a police officer in 1988. So either someone gave him a 1988 form to put it on,
Alexis.
or what's the other avenue? It has to be somebody pulled a 1988 form number. So that's one thing we found. It's huge, guys, huge.
Yeah.
And it's way past the statutes of limitations on charging in the first place, even if it really was a person that got charged. So the prosecutor showed his hand today. He told us that's what he's going to do. Now, we brought to his attention that we knew, and he got a little shaken by this, that officer, that guy, that originally, whose name is on the very first citation, he is now a contractor working at State Police Post 4, where I was complaining, as a third-party contractor for their IT department. The stuff, the area in which they do all their computer, their forms, all that stuff. That's where that guy is working now. He's not a cop anymore. He's retired and working third party. At least that's what the records say. So, and the prosecutor didn't argue about it when we brought it up. We said, that's where he's at, man. And they said, he goes, oh, okay. And I said, so that's who you're planning on bringing? I said, I said, that's not good for you to bring that. You bring that, you're doing me a favor, because I'm going to cross-examine him, and I'm going to probably end up suing you for malicious prosecution for even bringing him. That's what I told him. He kind of agreed. He almost said, I might be doing you a favor with that. But anyway, that was another thing. And now I'm going to turn this over to OMC so she can tell you, we're going to give you one more. And then you guys need to know there's a lot more than that. So go ahead and give them one more thing that you found.
Okay, so in order for a judge to issue a warrant for someone's arrest, they first have to issue a summons. That summons has to have some sort of return receipt that it was delivered or that they received it. And then once that happens, that person has to show up in front of the judge with an attorney present in order for them to even be able to proceed to issue a warrant.
Due process. You get your right to go to court.
And there's no documentation of anything. It actually states that they cannot find it.
So nobody ever got served to even know, according to these documents.
Yep.
According to these documents, nobody ever knew about a charge. Not in 1988, not in 1998, not in 1999, and not again in 2012, and then again in 2023.
Yep.
Nobody ever knew. I'll give them one more. Y'all want one more?
Okay.
If you want one more fact, put a one in the chat. And guys, this is your last one. If I even give it to you, we're going to go off a vote. 2 in the chat if you want us to save it. We'll let you vote. We'll let you vote.
You ain't gonna be saving it.
There's a 2. All right. Oh, you twos are getting outvoted pretty bad. Oh, there's the ones rolling in. Oh, guys. All right. All right. We're going to have to give it to you. All right. So that thing is this. There was so much going on with voting, I almost forgot. I kind of did forget what it is I was going to tell you.
I can't help you out with that.
Okay, so it's got something to do, what were we talking about? The judge with the summons. Hang on, it was a big one too. I won't let you down, I'll remember it. Oh, I know what it was. I know what it was.
What?
The prosecutor couldn't explain it either. He tried to, but it didn't make sense. Guys, the statute, the statute of limitations to serve a warrant lasts as long as whatever the charges ended up being.
No, it's not serving a warrant. It is revoking.
Revoking a probation has to be done within the term of the probation. So according to this paperwork, the probation was of 2 years. Okay? Right? Everybody following? Well, why, if this thing had been revoked in 1999, is what these documents are saying, why would a judge not issue a warrant for a probation revocation until 2012? 13 years late. 13 years late.
Oh, we know they are, Lenny.
Yep. The trick is proving it.
There's always a risk in everything that we do, and we have to weigh those risks for the benefit of gaining positive ground for everyone, or possibly taking a little bit of a hard hit. And usually we decide that if we do take that hard hit, that it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, we have to.
In the end,
we have to measure if we can come back from the hit or not before we take it, because we know what we're exposing when we expose it, and we pretty much. These people are easy to read, guys. They got the same old bag of tricks. So once you learn their bag of tricks, you're just like, here's what we know what to expect out of it.
you can almost pre-plan for their method of attack.
You literally can pre-plan. You can have your legal remedy figured out before you even get them to do the thing that you know they're going to do, and be prepared for it.
Like with my job, I told Chris months ago, I said, I feel like they're going to cost me my job.
Yeah, they're going to get her fired. She told me that as soon as she found out that the Blue Line boys, the Blue Line security boys, We're going to get a job there. Now, she ended up...
It wasn't just the Blue Line boys.
Nuh-uh.
It was
That's what I was going to say.
one specifically.
Their boss, right? Because...
I met him, and oh my gosh, if I was a cat, all my fur would have been standing up on my back. No joke.
Yeah, he's a real piece of shit. His name's Derek Crawford. He works at Clarksville, Indiana City Police Department. At the end of this live, we will go straight to the video comments and we will pin his official duty information in the chat. It'll be there for you. You are more than welcome to question him all you want. We don't give a shit. It's not up to us.
That's your absolute right.
But his name is Derek Crawford.
As long as you do it through his employer.
And I'll tell you this much, if y'all feel like getting records on him like I did, you're going to be very surprised about how little he is having to work as a cop. It is ugly what he's doing. And it really smells like his chief is behind it, because his chief is responsible for making sure he's there as a cop, right?
Yeah.
And what's happening is this dude is not only having to work on schedule for like 4 days a week, but then he's getting like 2 vacation days every week. So this dude has been putting in like 1 or 2 days a week for months, and he's working. He's not even really there at where the corporate place is very often doing the side security. And according to his website, he's only got 2 contracts, which we know there's more, but we can't be doing too much information sharing on something that we are going to be actively following and doing more about. So stay tuned. This is a big, big deal. When you guys learn what she has to whistleblow over, look, I'll put it this way. The mainstream is interested in this. Big time mainstream is very interested in what she has to offer. So DJ says, stop, don't keep going. And I'm going to heed that advice, because yes, but just know it's coming. And it is just one of the many, 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 many other things
Kevin
that are going to come out of this.
Tell us one more.
Can't tell you one more, buddy. I can't think of one to tell you at this point right now. There is so much more.
Well, and once Chris is able to do a video and actually show you the documents, it'll be a lot easier to explain and describe what we were able to find. You have to have the visual on some of this
There's
stuff.
a video coming on my channel, guys, about my case, right? And there's a video coming on her channel about the security thing. There's a video coming. That video is going to be wild. It's the one that we're thinking mainstream's going to pick up. They already know about it. At least a couple people in mainstream already know about this situation. And it's pretty much her termination is what they're interested in, the reason for it. But we'll tell you exactly what that is in her video. And then follow our lives. Make sure you all keep those notification bells updated. Make sure YouTube isn't kicking you out of those notifications, because we're going to be...
sometimes when I don't publish videos like I should, because I don't have the time to do it.
That's what happened to her channel, is she wasn't publishing many videos for a long time. So pretty much all of us, including me, the bell turned off. So make sure you guys re-ring her bell. And a link to the police department cliff. It will be in this video's comment section. As soon as we end this live, we're going to go over to the regular comment section for the static of this live. It'll be there like a video, and right underneath of it, we're going to pin that information there. And if you guys will, when you go in there, just say something in there. Let's blow that comment section up to bring more attention to this video, because that brings the YouTube's algorithm up for this live to get broadcast out more. And we need to build her channel up, guys. That's what we need to do. She's got more time on her hands. She's got lots of things to show you. We have a lot going on. Here, you talk for a minute. It's your channel. I didn't mean to take your channel over, guys.
Oh, you're fine. I'm very easy to get along with.
I got to quit doing that, though. She's very compelling with her. All her content is worth watching. I don't think I've seen anything she's done that I wasn't glued to. So
Oh, I don't know. I was watching some of my earlier stuff, and it's crazy. Like the way, would you stop it? I don't like doing lives by myself. It's crazy the way I've changed. Like the way I do everything. It's
With your
changed
content,
a lot. Like
or with your...
even just with the way that I speak.
Mm-hmm. She definitely got a lot more aggression behind her the more she learns, in a good way, like standing for her rights type of aggression.
Thank
She don't
you.
take no shit. And I actually, a lot of people over on my channel, they think that I'm the one being aggressive and that she's holding me back. They got it backwards, guys. I have to watch when she starts letting loose. I gotta reel her in. That's what's happening. She turns to me because of these lives. She turns to me because she wants me to do some talking with her. But when we're in the moment and we're at an agency, I talk in on her because she's about to get us arrested.
Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you believe FPS right now.
She will go off on them, guys. She will flat go off all the way. Now, it won't be something she'll do illegal, but it'll be enough to piss them all the way off. She's a beast, you all. I'm not kidding. Like, I get nervous. I get nervous going out with her sometimes. She is a beast. I'm telling the truth, I promise.
0.
We've got to get some things from the store, guys.
Oh, somebody asked how long we've been together. We've been together since December of 2019.
I was going to say 4 years. Is that right?
19,
21, 22, 23. Yeah, 4 years.
Well, this December will
It'll be 4 years.
Yep.
Yeah. That's how long we've been together. We went on a date, is how it happened. We went on one date. I asked her out to eat. I told her I didn't want a girlfriend, that I just wanted somebody to go sit and eat with me. And I wasn't begging either.
Eat with him.
I was like, I'm going to eat. You can come with, kind of sort of thing. Because I was tired of going out to eat by myself. I stayed single for quite some time. And she accepted the offer to go eat with me. So we go out to eat. We considered it a date because she's cute. I was interested, but I was the one saying, not ready for anything, to happen. And I was even turning down any possibility of that. So she shows up. She's so darn cute. She was super sweet. Loved everything about her, but I was very hard set. And here's what she did, guys. She never left my side. Literally never left my side. She refused to go home.
He did try to send me packing a couple of times.
I even said, "Are you gonna go home?"
He's like, "I don't think this is going to work out."
And it wasn't sex either. That didn't even happen. It was just she literally didn't want to stop hanging out. And I was enjoying the company too, but at one point I was like, "Uh-oh, this is gonna turn into a relationship." And I said, "You better go home." And she's like, "Okay." Well, she didn't go home. She just went and did whatever she had to do at the time and come back.
Well, I mean, I went home and I did some laundry.
But she
fed the cat.
She just stayed with me, and then it just kind of turned into we lived together, which is great. I mean, I think those are how relationships that are meant to be happen.
Well, 4 years on the same first date.
Yeah, this is his first date. We are on our first date, still after 4 years. All right, once again, thank you all so much for donations.
Yes.
On the very same token, we are not asking for donations. We are saying thank you for those donations for sure. We will make it through this. I promise you guys. And with your help, it makes it easier. Just smashing that thumbs up button as you come in, joining us on lives, watching our videos, sharing them out. That's the biggest thing you can do to help us.
Yes.
Is grow our channels, because we are going to be... All right, dude's out here doing donuts in the parking lot with us.
Well, kind of look fun.
It's what happens when you go live in public. But this one here is going to be depending a lot more on her channel, and it's very small right now. So let's help OMC build her channel. Everybody share that thing out. Let everybody know what kind of content to expect. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't know if I want to throw it out there yet, but I have a huge plan for the future if my channel does work out.
It's already going to work out.
What I want to do with...
She's got some real good content plans.
Well, it's not just content plans.
plans for the whole channel the way it's going to be.
A life direction.
And I fully agree with it. Like, if I didn't know her and I was watching what she's projecting to put out there, it would be one of my go-to channels for sure. One of my favorites. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to try to keep this just a little bit short, because we want this publication right here to get out there to a lot of people who don't watch us every day. Because once again, what this was about is that she was fired from a huge corporation for watching one of my videos. That's not okay. That is a violation of civil rights. That shit can't happen. So guys, that's what we're fighting here. That's what this video is about. Thank you for being here. Thank you for standing for our rights. Thank you for standing for your own rights.
Yes.
And thank you for supporting us standing for your rights. And we will see you on the next one. And we love you.
See you guys soon. Thank you guys so much. And we love you guys.
That's it.